You are listening to Breathe and Bounce.
So, hope everyone is doing good and you had a good holiday. I apologize that this show is being dropped a little late, but my flight got canceled. However, I had a wonderful week in Phoenix. Well, not Phoenix, but at Savannah in Carefree, Arizona. It was beautiful. And then I made a little drive out to San Diego to go see Survivor Series on Saturday. Yes, I am a wrestling fan. If you have an issue with that, you can take a long walk off the short pier, or you can go take a short walk on a long pier in Ocean Beach in San Diego, which is probably where I want to move. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about this week was this. So I think we all have something in life that really wigs us out. We have something that really freaks us out. We have something that makes us feel scared, nervous. Sometimes it can be irrational. For me, it's flying, which is surprising because I've done a lot of flying in the last few years, right? And I used to be really bad. My wife would have to hold my hand. My teeth would be chattering and I'd be all scared. And, I'm sure we all have something that brings us a lot of anxiety. But we can't let our anxiety defeat us. We can't let our anxiety rule us. We can't let our anxiety, pretty much run the show, right? Because, we all have a life to live, right? We all need to make sure that we're doing the best that we can. And we can't let things get in our way. And unfortunately, there are things that will get into our way. There are things that are going to make us feel kind of crazy, make us feel uncomfortable. And for me, it is getting into the airplane and flying. And I did find a solution. So my solution was, I believe, the cure-all for every issue, which is music. And I have a special playlist that I make every time I get on a plane to fly. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you my playlist. And I wanted to tell you the reasons behind I picked the songs that I picked, and I wanted to, give you some clarity. And sometimes it's not even about lyrics, it's about what the song sounds like. Sometimes it's about how it makes you feel. There's a lot of different things. So the first song that you just heard is a song called Many Rivers to Cross. It's a cover of Jimmy Cliff, God rest his soul. He just passed away recently. His song Many Rivers to Cross. And it's by CDM, which stands for Cafe Del Mar. And I usually listen to this song when I first get into the plane. It's a beautiful setup song. For anything you want to do in life, you listen to this song. And it kind of sets the table for you. It's just a very relaxing beachfront type song, right? And, it just makes me feel good. It really is a feel-good song. I just feel happy when I hear it. So I always like to start my adventure with that song. And then what I like to do is I like to get into another song. And this song is in Italian. And it's Andrea Bocelli. I'm sure you know who Andrea Bocelli is. He is practically, I guess you would call him an opera singer, people would say. But he really is. He's been around for a very long time. He's just wonderful, got such a wonderful voice, writes great songs. And the song I listened to him, you've probably heard this before, is called Cantal Partino, which means time to say goodbye in Italian. And I always listen to that, just before, because it's time to say goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to Chicago. I'm saying goodbye to wherever I'm leaving. So it's time to say goodbye. So I always listen to this song. And as you can hear, it is a very, just once again, very comforting, very relaxing. So, you put relaxing songs in your playlists, you just feel much better.
Sono solo e sogno all'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, su le finestre, mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Con te partirò, paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, no, non esistono più, con te io li vivrò. Quando sei lontana sogno all'orizzonte e mancano le parole. E io sì lo so che sei con me, con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Io sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Con te partirò, paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, no, non esistono più, con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, no, non esistono più, con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò. Io con
See, that's such a peaceful, happy song, isn't it? It's Patiro, by the way. I said Pantino, it's Patiro. Got a lot of things going on. I'm still trying to play catch up with a lot of stuff that's been going on with the since I got back from the trip. And it's sometimes you get distracted and you start worrying about a lot of different things. And sometimes you don't have your head in the game sometimes. And that just is the way that is. And, you could say, oh, well, you're recording. You can go back and do it over. And you're right, I could. But Sometimes I like to just be vulnerable and I like to just be honest and tell you guys what's happening with me, Because I want the world to have that permission to slip. I want the world to have that permission to say it's okay if sometimes your head is somewhere else. It's okay to be flaky once in a while. It's okay to do these things. You don't have to hold yourself to the highest standard all the time. I mean, yes, sure, we should live to a high standard. We should try to do the right things. We should take care of our responsibilities. We should aim to win all the time. Absolutely. But sometimes, life just becomes too much. And you don't know how to handle it sometimes. And that's what this whole anxiety thing is about. And like I said, I think we all have super anxiety. And the super anxiety is the anxiety that we know we're going into when like public speaking. Public speaking is one of those things that could be considered super anxiety from where I'm sitting, right? And I just feel like the only way you can conquer these things is take them head on. And that's kind of what my whole fear of flying was. I mean, when I had to go on a plane by myself, there was no one there to hold my hand. There was no one there to sit with me. By myself. What am I going to do? Go up to the guy next to me and be like, hey, can you hold my hand? No. You got to get through it. You got to power through. You got to find something that works for you. There are people out there that hate doing presentations. And sometimes they may never do anything to ease their way into it. They might just keep powering through. But maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you slow down a little bit. So the next song is by Toki Monster, and it's called Love That Never. And I always listen to this one when we first start taxiing, not really in the runway or anything like that, but when we first start taxiing, this is the song I like to listen to. Once again, peaceful song. Always listening to peaceful music on the plane, right? Sort of. That's beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that a beautiful song? So that's what as we start, now sometimes we get a little delayed while we're on the tarmac driving around till we take off. But once I know we're starting to go into the takeoff zone, I guess you'll call it, right? I then turn up the volume a little bit because I'm starting to get a little pumped, right? I'm starting to get a little pumped. So what I do then is I go into Zomboy. Now, anyone that listens to Zomboy knows that Zomboy is a little, well, not relaxing. Zomboy's a little hype, but I have a song that's actually, I don't know, not too crazy. I could play some of those other Zomboy songs, but this one's a little bit more relaxing. But this is the song I listen to when we start getting into the runways. When I start seeing the runways and we're following the planes, this is the song I put on. And it's like preparing me for the takeoff. And it's preparing me so I can get myself focused and just forget that all this terrifying shit is happening. Just listening to this song, it really makes me happy. It's all about finding happiness through music. Music is the ultimate medicine. Sometimes I want to get off medication and just listen to music 24/7. I think that might help me. Yes. You gotta love that Zomboy. That song, I'm sorry, but that song really, 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 really. It's one of those songs that just makes you feel really good. It makes you feel hype. It makes you feel like you could just, you could just jump off a building. Well, no, we don't want anyone to jump. No. All right. So I do have a couple of filler songs. Now, I use the filler songs when the plane doesn't take off right away. Yes, I have a takeoff song. We're going to go over that in a minute. But one of the filler songs that I have happens to be just, kind of a song that is a song that I kind of attribute to, like, my everyday life. And it's by a wonderful band by the name of Linkin Park. I am sure you know who Linkin Park is. If you do not, you need to check out Linkin Park. Linkin Park, is just, they kind of came out in that new metal scene back in, the 90s, like the late 90s and whatnot, when Korn and Limp Bizkit were kind of tearing, and Linkin Park kind of slipped in there. And they just had some really great songs, and they had two great albums. One was Meteora, and the one was their debut album called Hybrid Theory, which is in my top 50 albums of all time. But this is a song that just has a very smooth beginning and just kind of a grooving, just kind of a groove to it, right? And it's Breaking the Habit. And this is one of my, oh my God, when are we going to take off songs?
Memories constant, like opening the wound. I'm picking me apart again. You all assume I'm safe here in my room, unless I try to start again. I don't want to be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way. I know it's not alright, so I'm breaking the habits. I'm breaking the habits tonight. Clutching my cure, I tightly lock the door. I try to catch my breath again. I hurt much more than any time before. I had no options left again. I don't want to be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way. I'll never be alright, so I'm breaking the habits. I'm breaking the habits tonight. I'll paint it on the walls, 'cause I'm the one at fault. I'll never fight again, and this is how it ends. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream, but now I have some clarity to show you what I mean. I don't know how I got this way. I'll never be alright, so I'm breaking the habits. I'm breaking the habits. I'm breaking the habits tonight.
I have some other songs that I use for this same purpose. And, I think it's good to have backup songs because you never know. The plane may not, take off at the right time. The plane may not do. And I mean, I could just tell you that some of those songs that we have happen to be, you know, just other, just other songs. Some of the songs that I have on the name of the the name of the playlist is Z Plane. So. Some of the other songs I have on here, just to share you some titles before I play the final two. Lane 8 does a song called The Rope. Deftones, Change in the House of Flies. Enough's Enough, New Thing. Two songs by Barely Alive, Odyssey and Computer Love. And then the other one that I have here, I just added it onto my list today when I flew today. Was City to City, which is also Zomboy, which is Belle Humble, offers her beautiful lyrics. So my daughter and I used to listen to this one song. And this song, no, not my phone just started playing music. Did you see that? So my daughter and I, when we used to go on the plane, we would share headphones and listen to this one song together. And this is like one of my happiest memories with my daughter, my oldest, who is now 18. And we listened to this song. It's called Candyland by an artist by the name of Tobu. And we always would try to play right at the right spot. When the wheels would leave the ground, that's when the drop would hit on this song. But this song brings me so much joy when I'm flying. It's the worst part for me. The takeoff is the absolute worst part for me. But this song, just this one song, has given me A, the memory with my child, and the B, just that happy part of this song. It just, you listen to this song and you know you're on your way somewhere for vacation, right? And that's the thing that's so cool about this song. Just when that drop hits, you really feel like you're going somewhere cool. You're feeling like you're going to a wonderful place. And it just, and it's really emotional for me because it makes me think of my daughter. So it helps. All this stuff helps, people. So there it is. And then we hit the air. And then I play one final song before I decide to read a book or watch a movie or slurp down some ginger ale. Ginger ale's another thing. I love drinking ginger ale on the plane. Once again, don't understand where this comes from, but it's like little things. Sometimes when you have these fears, the little things help you through. And ginger ale for me on the plane, for whatever reason, always makes me feel better about the whole flying thing. And yes, I know some of this sounds really weird. I know some of this sounds crazy, but I swear by it. I swear by music being one of the most helpful things in my life. And there's one last song. Once I am up in the air, once I'm in the clouds, once I am taken off, and there's nothing I can do because I'm in the air, one last song, one last beautiful song grounds me, makes me relax, and then everything just feels beautiful.
Devotion.
And then we fly in the plane. And usually everything goes okay from then. I get my ginger ale eventually. Like I said, I really love drinking ginger ale. Do you know what I used to do when I used to fly? I used to drink tequila. I would have a beer, a shot of tequila, and take a Xanax. That's usually what I did when I got on a plane. And then, of course, that really wasn't working out. But as time went on, I used to drop things. I would eventually stop taking the Xanax, but I'd have a drink. Then eventually I would stop doing the drinks, and then I'd hold my wife's hand. And then eventually I found my playlist. And like I said, that time I spent with my daughter on that Tobu song, that's priceless. I'm so grateful that I had that with her. It's one of my favorite memories with her. And it goes to speak about her love for music and mine as well, which is probably the biggest thing that could probably, between our love of streets, it probably is the thing that bonds us. And there's a lot of stuff there that needs to get worked out, and I really hope one day it does. That was Enigma, by the way, Return to Innocence, in case you didn't catch that in the title. Enigma has so much great music. So that's my list. That's what I use to deal with the super anxiety. And I hope that I've given you some kind of a roadmap to work with, and I've given you something to look at. So, shoot me a line. Tell me if there's something out there that you need help with, and maybe I can give you an idea. Maybe I can help build you a playlist. I love building playlists for people, especially when yoga teachers ask me for help. I'm like, yeah, I'll build you a playlist. So, I apologize this got in a little late. I know it's like 10:35 Central Time right now. I'm about to post this here in about 10 minutes, but better late than never. I have done every Monday since June of 2023. That's almost 2.5 years. I've been doing this, and, not too many people are listening right now. But you know what? I love to do this either way. And people will come. I just want people to know this is a safe space to come to when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling judged, when you're feeling shitty, when you're feeling all these bad things. And I'm hoping you get a couple things out of here. One, I hope you find some of the stuff I talk about useful. Two, I hope you get a laugh. And C, I just hope you like this shit. And if you don't, that's okay. Keep listening anyway. It gets better. So thank you so much. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May your breath take you places that your mind cannot. Thank you so much for listening today. Find your fears and face them and kick their ass. Namaste.